Well, hello everyone. I honestly did not expect to be filming this video today, but here we are. I had planned to film it when we get back from our Disney trip, and I had a little bit of time today, and I was like, I'm in a filming mood. Let's film that video. So cheers. I don't have any of my rings on or earrings. I just have the necklace I had already had on. Needless to say, I feel naked. I also have that protein shake throat. Do you know what I mean? It's just so like, not chalky, but like, a little bit. These are the best tasting ones though, the Core Power. Oh my gosh, like leagues above every other protein shake I've ever had. Okay, wow. Not what this video is about. What is up if you are new here? My name is Jessica. Welcome on in. It's time for another Amazon favorites video. I have so many new goodies I don't think I've ever mentioned, and I try not to repeat when I do these videos every few months, so I'll link my Amazon faves playlist. Check out my other ones. Also check out my Amazon storefront. I've got all my faves organized into categories. Maybe you've got a trip coming up this summer and you're wanting to see my travel favorites. I've updated that. Maybe you're needing some cute like fashion ideas. I've got that category. So definitely check it out. It does help support my channel if you use any of my links or my storefront. So thank you ahead of time. Okay. Let's talk faves. Okay, well, speaking of travel, I'm always trying out new makeup bags, toiletry bags. Like it is something, it's a passion of mine, really. So I tried out a couple new ones, and this one I think I'm using on this trip. It is this 2-compartment makeup bag. I have ones that are similar, but for me, what stood out is that this has one compartment that is very clearly meant for like brushes, maybe some makeup wipes, and then the larger compartment is of course made for your makeup. And what I've been doing lately is I had like a separate bag for my makeup brushes and then my makeup, but it was just one of those things that if it could be combined, it just makes life easier, especially when I'm traveling with the kids and we're already stuffing a lot in there anyway. One less bag bopping around the suitcase. So I really like the setup of this. I had been influenced to buy this from some, I'm sure it was like a, TikTok or Instagram reel, whatever, of someone sharing their Amazon travel favorites. And boy, those suck me in every time. But this one, I'm really glad I bought. It feels really, really high quality. They have a few different colors. They also have different sizes. I'll put the exact color and size that I showed in that B-roll down below if you're like wanting that exact one. I feel like size-wise, it fits exactly what I need it to fit. It's not overly big, but it's not overly small where I feel like I'm cramming, like an eyeshadow palette in there. It seems to be the perfect size. Got to get rid of this chalkiness. Like milky, like dairy mouth. It's like dry and not dry at the same time. How? Okay, I promise I'll stop talking about it. All right. This small little pouch, it's purple. They have a bunch of colors, but I picked purple. And there's something about this size. First of all, it felt very high quality, very much like Stony Clover. I have a few Stony Clover little pouches and stuff. This feels like exactly like it. So I would say Stony Clover dupe, lots of different colors. But I loved this size because it's perfect for a few different things. It'd be perfect for like little bits of makeup or like lip balm you may have in your purse. Great size for that. That's probably how I'm going to use it after this trip. For this trip, I'm using it for kind of those odds and ends type things. Like I always bring a mini sewing kit. It's literally like a couple of needles and like a little bit of thread. I always bring like a little mini nail kit, like different things like that again would just be floating around my toiletry bag. I use this to kind of, to kind of lasso them all into one so they're not bopping around. That is clearly a pet peeve of mine. I like to keep things contained when I can. So love that. It would also be really good for a miniature little like first aid kit for travel or on the go, whatever, for Band-Aids. I even bought like little packets of Neosporin long ago that I still use and travel with because they've been used, and it's nice to not have one large one that you're not going to use much of. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Is that just me? I'm weird. I've learned one thing about myself. I'm weird. All right. I think we all are. Okay. I'm in a weird mood. I think I also might have a sinus infection, honestly, you guys. And so I'm grappling with like, is it bad enough? Like, do I go to the doctor? Like, probably I should before we go on this trip. Have you ever had a sinus infection when you were flying? If you've ever had a sinus infection when you were flying, you would know, because it feels like your face is going to explode. Like the change in pressure, oh my gosh, it is alarming. So I'm like, I probably should just go just to make sure it either is or it's not. And you know what I mean? Anyway, this video is a mess. I'm so sorry, you guys. So, okay, I did not know this existed. Erasable pens. Now, let me rephrase that. I remember being in like 5th grade and having those one erasable pens that have the literal eraser on it. And they were like, okay, but sometimes you'd write with them and they'd kind of like skip. You know what I mean? And I just never trusted them, but I did use them a lot. Well, fast forward to 2024, and now they have way better erasable pens, and these really threw me for a loop because I was like, where's the eraser? But it's in the normal spot an eraser would be, but it just feels like this hard rubber. It doesn't feel like an eraser as we know it. And yet it erases it flawlessly. It is absolutely incredible. I did get some comments the last time I mentioned them from you guys that, how ironic, an Amazon truck just passed. Coincidental, probably, and also that happens probably 100 times a day. Oh boy, what would we all do without Amazon? Oh, I got a comment from one of you guys saying that to beware because apparently the erasable pens, if it's exposed to extreme heat, it vanishes. And that just made me laugh. Like, I mean, most of the time that wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's just something to be aware of, you know, like that really could happen. So don't leave really important notes or numbers in your car, like on the dashboard in the summer, because that number may just magically erase itself. But they have various colors of those too. I have the blue. Well, on the same vein, since we're talking about random personal favorites of mine, these brighter highlighters. So I bought these because I've had these Mr. Pen highlighters before. And the reason I like this particular kind is that they're typically safe to use in like Bibles and other things that you don't really want it to bleed through so much where like a normal highlighter might. So I've had these like light pastel ones that I really like. I can link the pack I have, but some of them were so light, I just couldn't really see them. So I just found I was only using like 1 or 2 of those colors the most, and those were starting to run out. So I bought this brighter pack, and I really, really like it. It is brighter, it doesn't bleed through like a normal highlighter would. I feel like you can see a little bit, but it's not enough that you would really, like it doesn't bother me. But it came with these pens that write the color that they are, which is really cool. But those definitely bleed through if you're using it like, let's say in a Bible, they will bleed through. Do not use them in your Bible. But like I've used them in my Bible study, like workbook type thing. No issue, because again, you know, like normal paper. But yeah, I really like the brighter colors. So if you've tried those pastel ones and you're like, I kind of want something with a little more oomph, I would definitely recommend those. Okay, these sunglasses. I feel like I've talked about sunglasses a weird amount, but I haven't talked about these. These I bought on a whim because I was wanting some sunglasses that are like, had a little bit of metal to them, like gold, for example, in these, and were just like trendy and cute, but I still felt comfortable in. And the reviews for this pair, there are so many amazing reviews, and looking through the like user photos, they look so beautiful. So I bought them. They are just as beautiful in person. I feel really like cool in them, you know. I really do. So I'm excited. As I've said, we have some travel coming up, so I'm excited to kind of wear those on that. I feel like they're going to really elevate my outfits, and they're fun, but they're useful, you know, but they're also not breaking the bank, which is key because I talk about sunglasses a lot because I'm constantly replacing my sunglasses because with young kids, they get sat on, stepped on, just, you know, a 1-year-old just ripped apart. Like, I wish I still had all the sunglasses I've owned over the years. I wish they weren't broken because some of my faves are no longer sold. But speaking of sunglasses, I fell in love with this sunglass holder for your car. So I know a lot of cars have like the little thing that comes down, you can put your sunglasses in, but if there's more than one of you that use the car or whatever, if it's a family car, it's nice to have another option. So one person can keep theirs in there and then have this extra one. It clips onto the visor. I got like the cream one that looks like woven. It's absolutely perfect. It's really sturdy on there, and I just feel like it's pretty, it's useful. And previously, one of us were just kind of letting our sunglasses float around in the like bottomless pit of the inner console. And those, I'd put the sunglasses on and there'd be scratches all over them that won't come off because they're mixed around with all kinds of other stuff. So that has solved a problem we've had, and it's also really cute and functional. Okay, I have some of these here. These hair clips. I've been using these a lot when I'll be doing my makeup. I'll just use one on each side to kind of hold my hair back the same way I would use like creaseless hair clips or a headband. But I bought this neon pack on Amazon and I just love it. It makes me so happy heading into spring and summer. This is something that like for most of us, like, no one's gonna see, but it just makes me happy. I guess in theory, if I wear these in videos, you guys see them, but it's one of those little things that makes me happy. I'm not wearing them out, but they are very useful and cute. I also have a pastel set I really like. If you don't want the neon, maybe you want some pastel. I will talk about this briefly because I just talked about this in a vlog when I was just showing some things. Was it a vlog? I don't know. It was one of my recent videos. If you use a Kindle and you don't use a Kindle strap yet, welcome to the Kindle strap party. It's gonna change your life. The one I have on is like adhered to the case. I put it on there. You can put it on your actual Kindle. They also have ones that are like removable where it just like kind of hooks around the corners if you don't want to stick it on. But just being able to like loosely hold your Kindle without having to like hold it with your fingers. I don't know about you. My fingers get tired of holding my Kindle, okay? I don't know, like, do I have weak fingers? Probably, but I don't know, I don't like it. So being able to have that where I don't have to like grip the Kindle, game changer. I've heard from a lot of you guys to get like the accessories, like the remote and the like bedside thing that holds it. I'm not there yet, but I might be, maybe soon. Okay, a fun one, and then we're gonna get into like some home and kitchen stuff. These paint by number kits are my new favorite hobby. I am now an artist. These are so cool. So Tyler got me a set for Christmas, and I actually didn't love the like art that he picked, so I ended up swapping. I mean, he was like, I'm sure you might not like it, and I picked, but anyway, it's all fine. His feelings were not hurt, but I picked these floral ones that I absolutely love, and it is so fun. So it comes with everything you need. I mean, literally everything you need is in it, but what I like is it's not such a to-do to pull it out and do it for like 20 minutes. Whereas some other hobbies I've tried, I feel like I have to like really commit and I have to be mentally present to do it. Whereas it's nice that we could like have the office on and just hang out and I could be doing this. So it's really tiny though. So it is like the focus of like whatever color number one is, you find the number one paint. They've got all the paint, it all closes. It's just easy setup, easy cleanup, mindless and enjoyable. So I wanted to bring that up if you've never heard of that, because paint by number is so amazing. Question, I just saw UPS pull up. I was at UPS today dropping off like returns, you know, Amazon returns and a couple of other things. And I had one and I said, I don't know, it was a return that I already had the label on it. And I said, I can't tell if this is USPS or UPS because it had USPS on part of it, but then it had UPS on something else. It was weird. I'd never seen that. And the man that worked at UPS was like, oh, well, it's technically USPS, but if you don't, what did he say? If you don't need tracking, I can take it for you. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't really need tracking. That's fine. And so he took it and put it like in this area. So my question for you, if you work there, know someone that does, or you just know, can you bring like already postmarked post office things to UPS? And if you don't need tracking, they'll just take it to the, like, what was going on there? Somebody explain it to me. I guess I should have asked him in the moment, but I was just so glad to be done with that errand. I was like, all right, thanks, see ya. Anyways, all right, home and kitchen. I have never had more questions than this product right here. And it's like super inexpensive and a total game changer. It is this fold away banana hook. So you screw it into the bottom of your cabinet, wherever you're gonna want your bananas hanging. And what we did is we have that screwed in, but then we also have a bowl underneath it for the other fruit we might not put in the fridge all the time, like kiwi or avocado sometimes is out there, etc. Well, you can hook your bananas on it, of course, but then when you're out of bananas, you can fold the hook away. It's so beautiful, so simple. And I know like you can get fruit baskets with the hook like attached to it, which is this exact same idea, but something about being able to just have the bananas there hanging and then be able to fold it away, I just love it. I love it so much. A friend of ours had one and I think they had just done like just a hook on there, but same idea, like just having it in the cabinet out of the way off the countertop is so nice. Okay, this next favorite is this chair that I'm actually sitting in right now. It's a wider desk chair and it goes up and down, it goes back, you know, like all the things, but you can sit crisscross applesauce if you're comfortable doing that. Like it's wide enough. I just love it. It's so much more comfortable to film in. The chair I was sitting on before was like, the bottom was like this big. It was very uncomfortable. It was also like part of it was broken. Anyway, I love this so much and I found it on Amazon. I had been looking at other ones that were so much more expensive. I put this one together myself. It was very easy to put together. They have different colors, of course, but yeah, I absolutely love this chair. Like, I'm like, maybe I should like roll it over to where I like edit and do, you know what I mean? Do all the other back YouTube things. Maybe I should roll it over there and use it there too, but it's a good chair. Okay, this is the most random favorite, but you know what? I have used it so much since I bought it. This little scraper tool. Okay, you know when you've got a sticker from a price tag that's stuck, you can use it on that. But here's what I've been using it on. Our floor. We'll get random splatter of something that gets dried on there and we cannot get it up. We're mopping, we're, you know, scraping. I'm gonna use my nail. Instead of using my nail, I'll just use this tool, and boy, does it just pop up anything that's like stuck on. I've used it on our countertops. You wanna be careful. Like obviously it's still a sharp object. So like being careful of not scraping up a bunch of your floor and blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of those tools that you're gonna buy and be like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll use it. And you will end up being like, oh, I'll use a scraper tool for this project. Oh, I'll use a scraper tool for this project. That's been my experience the past few months. All right, this honeycomb organizer, I had the genius idea. And I remember Googling a few months ago, like kids cup storage ideas or storage solutions, organization. And everything I was seeing, I was like, eh. And I can't remember if I saw this on a blog or came up with it on my own. I feel like I had to have seen this in a blog, but I cannot remember. I guess it doesn't matter. Using these honeycomb organizers for kids' cups in like a taller drawer, amazing. The cups aren't bopping around and falling over if you're using a drawer for that. Like obviously we used to use a cabinet and that wasn't really an issue and this would not make sense in that scenario. I've also seen the ones I can link below where if you are using a cabinet, you can kind of do them like almost vertically. It's really cool. But yeah, this has been amazing. You could use these honeycomb organizers, of course, for anything. Makeup, socks, truly whatever you want. But I have loved using them and they're just big enough to fit. We have all kinds of different kids' cup sizes and they all fit in there. But they're a little bit flexible. So I feel like you can kind of bend it how you need. This couch cup holder, anytime we have had someone over and they saw this, literally were instantly adding it to their cart. It is so funny. It's one of those solutions that solves a problem we didn't know we had, but you will absolutely use it. So it basically just drapes over your couch armrest. So for us right now, we have side tables. We're thinking about getting rid of one of them just because of the way our room is set up. It doesn't matter. But we were basically trying this as a proof of concept. Like, would this work to hold our coffee or whatever without having a table there? And you know what? It is incredible. It looks so nice for the price you're paying. I actually kind of think it's a little bit overpriced for what it is, but I still feel like it looks really nice. Like when people see it, they're like, oh my gosh, what is that? So amazing. It does pretty well. I mean, I would not trust it if you've got a kid that's going to pull it down because it's weighted on both sides, but I mean, a kid could pull it down. So Felicity, our youngest, is at an age where she's not pulling things down like that. Better knock on wood. But nonetheless, it is so nice. The kids will use it like, you know, Genevieve will have her like water and she'll put it in there and have her snack on the side. And it is used daily. Okay, couple kids' favorites. This I did not know existed. And when we discovered that it did, I've never bought something so fast. It is this large, like it's tall, kids castle that you can color. And so you build it. It took me like 5 minutes to kind of put it together. It's made of cardboard. They can go inside. There's 2 little cardboard doors on both sides so they can play in there. It's like an actual little toy in that way, but then they can color it. And on the inside, like the girls decorated it with stickers. So it's one of those things that is a perfect rainy day thing or a snowy day when you're just stuck inside and you just need something to do. They had different versions of it, but this is the one we landed on. But such a cute idea. I feel like it'd be a really fun gift for someone too. Okay, these glass straw cups, I was suckered into buying after watching a YouTube video. And you know what? I'm so glad I was suckered in because these are our most used cups for both girls. So they're made of glass, so they clean really easily. They're probably better for them to drink out of. I don't know. I've not gone down the rabbit hole, but my point is they have this like silicone sleeve. And I was like, I don't want to have to take that off to wash it. You don't have to. We've been washing it with the silicone sleeve on it. Nothing really gets in there. And then every few washes we'll take it off. But if that's if you've seen these cups and you've been wanting to switch to glass and you were stopped because of the silicone, you want it protected if the kid's gonna drop it, but you don't want to deal with the cleaning, you really don't have to take the sleeves off. Like I said, maybe from time to time, just to be sure nothing's, you know, but they're just easy to put together. The straws don't come out. They've got the little ring on the inside so they're not pulling out. We use them for water, milk. We'll use them for smoothies we'll make. The kids just love them. And I love that they're easy to clean. It's just been one of those things that was such an upgrade. We have the shorter ones. I think they sell taller ones, and I think we're getting to the point where we might replace some of our other cups with those taller ones. That's everything, folks. I hope you enjoyed. I love doing these videos, like I said, every other month-ish, and sometimes on my Instagram, which is It's Jessica Braun. Sometimes I'll share my monthly Amazon favorites on there as well if it's a month that I'm not doing a full video like this. So definitely come follow me over there. I hope you'll subscribe to this video if you are into Amazon affordable favorites. Maybe you're into like drugstore beauty dupes. I do a lot of that, and I also do vlogs sharing my life behind the scenes of doing what I do. I would love to have you join by subscribing. If you're a Disney person, little shameless plug, we do have a Disney podcast. We've been having so much fun doing. We also do Disney vlogs on Tyler's channel, which is Tyler Braun. So lots to check out if you are in the mood for that, but I love you all so much. Definitely shop my Amazon storefront if you want to support the channel in that way. It does support. You don't pay anything extra to shop through my links, but like I said, I do make a small commission from Amazon, so it helps support me. Anyway, that was too many plugs. I'm so sorry. That was too many. That was too many. I've got a lot I'm proud of, I guess. I love you all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.